Welcome. Roll your shoulders back. Settle in. I want to start by thanking David for welcoming us into this space on this special occasion. David Charette is an Ojibwa two-spirit artist from Wikmay, Wikong. David, where are you? Thank you so much. Hi, David. David's been here with us opening our events in a good way since we got kind of back to business. I wouldn't say it's back to normal, but he's been helping us re-enter this space. Miigwech, David, thank you. Bonsoir, je m'appelle Sasha Souda, directrice générale du Musée des Beaux-Arts de Canada. Merci de vous joindre à nous ce soir. Nous sommes si heureux de vous compter parmi pour célébrer le prix Sobey pour les Arts. As this is an event of the National Gallery of Canada, I acknowledge that we are on the unceded, unsurrendered, traditional territory of the Algonquin people. Je reconnais que nous nous trouvons sur le territoire traditionnel et non cédé de la nation algonquine. I'd now like to invite Elder Verna McGregor to officially open this event with a blessing and a land acknowledgement. Elder.
Kwe kakina, bonjour tout le monde. Hello everybody. Verna Indigenous, kitagan zibin in donjaba, wo goshnido demishichunim kipenesi. I'd like to welcome you here tonight to our traditional territory, as Sasha mentioned. I'm very honored to be here today, too, as well. Even extra special, I'm not on a Zoom call and I get to wear a nice skirt. Yeah, Susie up here. Really, the place we're on here tonight, the National Gallery, this area is very special. For us as Anishinaabe, we're known as Omamaninawak, meaning the nomads. And our method of travel was a canoe. So the significance of Ottawa here, or this place here, is you're at the confluence of the rivers coming together from the four directions, similar to the medicine wheel, where it represents balance. So at the center is always about balance. And also too as well, I brought my little, I like to bring my little dream catcher. And it's a reminder too as well of the circle, that everybody belongs in the circle. And it also teaches us about the interconnectedness of everything, including art. Art plays such a big role in our interconnectedness. It's a teaching. One of the things too as well, why I like it here too as well, I always like looking at the spider outside because it's the spider's web, and this represents the spider's web, that the spider weaves the web of life. That you think that you're not so small in this web, in this world, but it's the interconnectedness that connects us. And I always say that's what art does. It connects us too, because here we are. So on that note, I'm going to say a little opening prayer in Anishinaabe, Algonquin, to honor my ancestors whose lands we're meeting on today too as well. And I was honored with this little tobacco and cloth. Very beautiful. Miigwech, Jamie. And that's part of our protocol is also too as well, the tobacco is our connection from, when you burn the tobacco, it's our connection from the physical world to the unseen world, to our ancestors. And sometimes too as well, it's honoring spirit, because art, as we went to view the artists' creations, that's part of their spirit that goes through art. So on that note, I have my eagle feather and I say, Miigwech, Jemanido, Onjeni Gashkito, Jamawan Dose Gonshe, Nongo, Mama Kakina, Pamaz, Jikton is what Gonshe, Shuen Mishnon Abigis, Miigwech, Onje Kakina Gaki Shandon, Onje Mam de Gain in the Kimenon, Shkaki question Kazon in the Kimenon, we do Kakina Pamaz, Jikonje, Nagadwabdan, Kakina Gush in the Kimenon, Miigwech, Onje, Nibi. Kakina Nibi, Hete Gonshe, Nibi Pang Sing Sai Gun Sibi, Shishkichigagam, Miigwech na Sewen, Kagimishin, Chimeno, Matsian, Vidoka Kakina, Tajyakusajik Mame COVID-19 Jinkade Goshe Nongum. Migwechonte ya kakina ishkude, kakimisha chiminobjitoyang, Wido Kwagina Wagoje Nagado Abdan Kakina Guchia ishkude. Migwechonte Kakina Guchia, Ninjino and Daganak is Wagoshe Nongum, Kakina Mishon Sanan Gok Misnana Shidin Dabano Jishak. Kansheshquat Negwe de Simen Kego Gajeman Doshich Kana Noshkush Negwe de Simen. Wido Kwakina, Mom de Gay, we wish the Jig the Mogs, Jig Ayakus Jig Kaya, we wish the Jig Schwen Mishno, Miigwech, 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 miigwech. Nukamok. Merci. And I challenge anybody who wants to translate this evening. They're more than welcome. but I wish you well, and I look forward to all the winners, but I think they're already all winners. And I like to thank Sasha, this Sobey Foundation, and Her Excellency, too. So I say, miigwech. Merci.
Thank you so much, Elder Verna. Like David, Elder Verna's been with us, kind of reopening this space, helping us host all of you here. I want to welcome all of you, our distinguished guests, but I want to note the presence of some very distinguished guests. Of course, Her Excellency, the Right Honorable Mary May Simon, Governor General of Canada, and His Excellency Whit Fraser. Colin Boyd, Director General of Portfolio Affairs from Canadian Heritage. Rob Sobey, Chair of the Sobey Art Foundation. Bernard Doucette, Executive Director of the Sobey Art Foundation. Stephanie Kamalang, artist and winner of the 2019 Sobey Art Award. Hi, Stephanie. Esteemed colleagues from the diplomatic community, friends, family, and everyone watching from home, welcome. Thank you for being here. And to our guests of honor, the reason we're all here this evening, the 5 shortlisted artists of the 2021 Sobey Art Award, starting from the West Coast, Gabby Dow from the West Coast and Yukon. Woohoo! Laakkuluk, Williamson, Bathory from the Prairies and North. Rajni Pereira representing Ontario. Lorna Bauer from Quebec. And Rémi Belliveau from the Atlantic. Bienvenue et félicitations. Nous sommes ravis de vous accueillir ce soir et de partager vos œuvres d'art avec les visiteurs du Musée des Beaux-Arts du Canada. I'd now like to invite Her Excellency, the Right Honorable Mary May Simon, to the podium.
Unusakut. Good evening. Bonsoir. Nakomi khayahoyaula o matakunga. Ilitsini takun nariame hobia sutunga ilunasinik amalutakwa pisitiapi ulumi ilitaksiyausi mamata amalunaluna taulangatsuni naliakiak. So I just wanted to start in my mother tongue, Inuktitut. I always do a little bit of Inuktitut because it helps me get grounded in my presentation. And I wanted to congratulate the artists that are here. And later on, we will see who the winner is. But like you said, Verna, they're all winners. Excellent work. First, I just want to thank Elder Verna McGregor for her blessing and land acknowledgement. And like I said, congratulations to the finalists of the Sobey Art Award. I had the privilege of meeting you a while ago, and but also of seeing your art on display. I felt they were all very striking, thought-provoking, and they're very original works. Like the best art, they told a story, brought us along on a journey of discovery. They let us see our society, our country, our world through your eyes. And we do need your unique points of view, always. Hauli magata tamako unika osito havut asitinu unika tau hatta simamata ullumi ulaqtuli tamanna asitivalle lagilaqmat khubiyaga yaga tamannalu amisu naqsai piusito hangmini nuitati chinaqsausungu ulaqsimayugaluat ullumi ulaqtuli tamanna khipallialaqto. Too often, we let others tell our story, speak for us, and define us. It has happened to Indigenous peoples for much too long, not to mention other minority communities. But when we take back our own stories, reclaim them, we can start to shape ourselves and how others perceive us. We are able to better communicate and can drive conversations on matters of fairness, equality, justice, and even reconciliation. You have done this art through your work. You are connecting us through your art, bridging matters of time and language and culture. And what better place to showcase your talents than the National Gallery of Canada. I was interested to learn of the gallery's new institutional concept, Ankoshi, an Anishinaabe word that means everything is connected. This is my first time coming here as Governor General, and I'm delighted that people are once again able to visit this place to see the very best in Canadian and Indigenous art. It is indeed a place to connect with art, with each other, and with the artists themselves. Peu importe qui remporte aura le prix ce soir. Je tiens à remercier chaque finaliste d'avoir partagé une partie d'eux-mêmes avec nous. I know that wherever your skills take you from here, you will be dazzling art lovers for many years to come. Good luck and my very best wishes. Nakomik, thank you, and miigwech.
Merci, Votre Excellence. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Rob Sobey, Chair of the Sobey Art Foundation.
Wow. To be able to get out and meet people in 3 dimensions, it's fantastic. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you, Your Excellency, and Elder McGregor for joining us tonight. It is a true honor to have you here. Bonsoir, distingués invités au Prix Sobey pour les Arts 2021. It is my distinct honor to welcome you all here tonight in celebration of 5 leading voices in Canadian art. It's been 2 years since we've been able to assemble to celebrate the shortlist artists in person. And as most of us are finally coming out of our homes and reflecting on a period of extended social isolation, there's one safe space in Canada and of course around the world that I'd like us all to reflect on and celebrate tonight, and that's the artist's studio. This is a hallowed space equipped for safety and isolation that has, for millennia, given us some of the greatest gifts that humanity has ever been able to share. And this year, from Vancouver to Iqaluit to Toronto, Montreal, and Moncton, and Nouveau-Brunswick, la capitale de l'Acadie. Yeah? Yes? The Artist Studio has been a space where Gabby, Laakkuluk, Rajni, Lorna, and Remy not only remained safe in tumultuous times, but also produced some of the finest works of art our country has had the privilege of showcasing. The Artist Studio is indeed at the heart of the mission and mandate of the Sobey Art Foundation. This is a place that fascinated my father, Donald, some 20 years ago when he and then director Pierre Taberge of the NGC developed an award to support the careers of emerging artists across Canada. Dad was compelled by the work of the artists. He was equally compelled by the difficulties associated with the recognition of their work, given the tremendous gifts to our collective social evolution. He passed away earlier this year, but I want to convey to each one of you the pride I know he would have in your commitments to your practices and to your contributions to our national cultural identity. Among the many of you I'd like to thank for being here are my colleagues on the board of the Sobey Art Foundation, Del Pullman from Calgary, Jamie Isaac from Winnipeg, Gaetan Verna de la Ville de Toronto, Kent Monkman from Big Island, Prince Edward County, Ontario, Bernard Doucet de Chance Harbor, Nouvelle-Écosse, as well as Nancy McCain from Toronto, Nadia Amir from Montreal, Sarah Fillmore from Halifax, and Frank Sobey and Janice Sobey-Hames, also from Pictou County, Nova Scotia. Our deepest and most sincere gratitude goes to this year's jury for advancing the award process and for creating new opportunities for Canadian visual artists. Sasha, Nisk, Dominique, Emily, Tara, Joni, and our fabulous international judges, Adriano, and of course, dear Adam, sitting down front here. Thank you so very much. Our hard work and commitment to the award and its purpose is truly valued. I know I speak for all of you in congratulating the shortlisted artists here in the room tonight, and indeed all 25 long lists in 2021. On our collective behalf, I would also like to thank Sasha's entire team at the NGC for their hard work in making this process a success, particularly in a year with so much uncertainty and change. José Drouin-Brizois et Clément Lormand, deux partenaires cruciaux de longue date depuis. Your partnership and expertise makes all of this possible, and we are all grateful for your passion and professionalism. Gabby, Laakkuluk, Rajni, Lorna, Remy, on behalf of the Sobey Art Foundation, I hope this experience propels your vision forward and contributes in some way to your careers, which we all look forward to watching for years to come. Thank you all. Merci, Megbach.
Thank you, Rob. And I really want to say thank you, Rob, on behalf of all of us, the National Gallery. We're really inspired by the persistent support of this prize and on making sure it stays grassroots, making sure, though it doesn't feel very grassroots here tonight, Rob, but that's okay, that it feels vital and that, like your father's vision for the prize, that it make contemporary art accessible to everyone and a vital part of Canadian society. And I also want to thank Bernard Doucet, who's here today. Thanks, Bernard. Your enthusiasm, resourcefulness, friendship makes this an amazing prize. So thanks for being the thread that binds us. And I want to just dedicate tonight and this year's prize to Donald Sobey, who founded this prize over 20 years ago, then an idea cooked up between himself and the former National Gallery of Canada director, Pierre Théberge. It's truly a vision that persists and shows how important the work that goes on, as Rob said, in artist studios is to Canadian life beyond our borders on this landmass. Remarkably, 80% of this year's long list had never been selected before. It demonstrates that there are artists across the country whose career trajectory does not follow the standard linear progression we commonly assume. It helps us discover new things. I was incredibly humbled by the careful and considerate approach of the jury, really privileged to serve as its chair this year. And it's no small feat that we reviewed hundreds of nominations after removing the age criteria. Witnessing a range of talent from every corner of this landmass was such a privilege, but also a heavy lift for the team. So thank you to all of the jurors, and I want us all to give each of them a round of applause. It's been a year of lots of work. Emily Changour, Director and Curator of the Agnes Etherington Arts Centre at Queen's University in Kingston. Dominique Fontaine, Independent Curator from Montreal. Tara Hogue, Curator of Indigenous Art at the Ramai Modern in Saskatoon. Nisk Imbo, Director, Curator, Galerie d'Art Louise et Ruben Cohen, Université du Moncton. Joni Lowe, Independent Curator and Writer, Vancouver. Adriano Pedrosa, Artistic Director, Musée d'Art de São Paulo, Assis, Chateaubriand. And Adam D. Weinberg, Alice Pratt Brown Director, Whitney Museum of American Art in New York City. Each of these jurors brought a unique scope of experience, but also relationships to the table and really thoughtful and insightful questions and conversations. It was a pleasure. If we could only share all of that with you, we would, because it's pure magic. Je voudrais également exprimer ma gratitude à Josée Drouin-Brisebois, conservatrice principale de l'art contemporain au musée et commissaire de l'exposition de Prix Sobey. José is in Lithuania tonight and has been a real lead on the Sobey Prize over the years. And so she's not joining us, but she's here in spirit. Ainsi qu'à Clément Lormand, gestionnaire principal de l'exposition, Clément has been making magic happen day after day. As for the artists, Lorna, Remy, Gabby, Rajni, and Laakkuluk, you're all so amazing. Thank you for spending time with us, and we are seeing amazing response to the exhibition. It is so beautiful, thanks to you, and thanks to José, and thanks to all of the conversations you've had to make it possible. For everyone watching from home, we hope to see you at the gallery soon. You can visit the Sobey Art Award until February 20th. À nos invités virtuels, nous espérons vous voir bientôt au musée. L'exposition du prix Sobey pour les arts est présentée jusqu'à 20 février. There's also a beautiful catalog available for free in the exhibition space. It contains essays and biographies on the shortlisted artists featured in the exhibition. And all of this content is also, of course, online, where you can see beautiful videos, one of which we'll share with you tonight. Please roll the video.
If you don't like the answers that are given to you, then you should probably go back and reframe the questions. And that's what I try for my art to do, is to zoom out and reframe how the question is asked. One of the conditions of domestic cinema is working with the resources at hand, working with what's available in my environment, what is willing to participate. Hopefully, someone who encounters my work can feel it rather than see it.
I make art to tackle colonization, sexuality, fear, intergenerational strength, food, boundaries, and love.
I always grew up on such a rich diet of science fiction in all of its forms. I just didn't understand why we weren't included in those stories. And I wanted to make sure that within my work, it is a BIPOC forward futurism. There are consequences to the way that we're behaving. I hope that within the work, as optimistic or hopeful as it may be, I want the warnings to be heard loud and clear.
I see my work as a way to examine humans' relationships to their surroundings. I often focus on a particular figure, place, or moment in history that can cause us to stop and question how we engage with our natural surroundings. I use glassblowing and photography as a way to invite the audience to experience ancient alchemic processes, to witness a somewhat magical material transformation, one that has been either changed by chemical or by heat.
Pour moi, le fricot, c'est l'art de la vie. Ça m'intéresse parce que je suis une personne acadienne. Quand j'en mange, ça prend la forme d'une performance relationnelle, d'une documentation vidéo, d'une archive falsifiée, d'une reconstitution installative, d'une image imprimée, d'une chanson. Je m'appelle Rémi Béliveau. Je viens de Béliveau Village. Ma culture acadienne est ma matière. Ces fictions sont mes œuvres.
Now we're all getting anxious and hungry. Thanks, Remy. In 2019, artist Stephanie Kamlang won the Sobey Art Award representing Ontario. At the time, Stephanie's video-based works followed a character named Parazo, or Paradise, a spirit played by a drone who would document Filipino diasporic experiences. The jury noted that they were impressed by Stephanie's ambitious practice, which engages a complex manner with which what has been lost through colonization. Stephanie continues to work very hard. We're fortunate to have her here with us today. She's been working all over the globe, and she's here tonight to announce the winner of this year's Sobey Art Award, as is the tradition. So please join me in welcoming Stephanie to the podium.
Hi, I don't have a speech, but I want to do a couple of things. First, I want to give a shout out to the parents of the kids who've been nominated. I think of my parents, my mom and my dad, who were here a couple of years ago, and it must be so, you must feel so proud. So I just want to give you a round of applause for raising them. Woo! Yes, stand. Another thing I want to do is just take a video for my parents of the audience. So if you could just wave, that would be great, because they're not here and they were here last time. Thank you. I'm really glad I'm on this side and I don't have to be where you guys are, and I'm sure you've been waiting forever. And I just want to say that I am
really proud of you because being an artist is fucking hard to do and it takes a lot. So, no, really, it's tough. It takes a lot out of you, and to keep going, to keep believing in what you're doing is really hard, and it takes a lot of strength and will and just believing. So yeah, that's yeah, thank you. So I have the envelope in my back pocket, which is really insane. I've always wanted to open an envelope and announce a winner, so here we go, if I can do it. I have nails, so here we go. Oh my God, I'm ripping it open. And the winner of the 2021 Sobey Art Award is Laakkuluk, Williamson, Bathory. Oh my God, come up here. Yes, come. All I can do is laugh. Kuya na kuya shuak, kuya namig, nagomig. Asha, kamunga, kuya bunga, damashi. I thank you so deeply. But before I thank everybody, I want you to remember the children. Remember your children. Remember our children. Remember Indigenous children. And remember the thousands and thousands of Indigenous children that are buried in all the homelands all over this country. And I would like you all to do so just very quietly at your table, making eye contact with one another. Hum, just a little bit, for just a little while, just like this. Just a little bit. That's because we have to hold these children inside us. Always and forever. This is our art. It's not just me, it's my family. It is all our collaborators. It is everyone that makes all of this together. We've all done it. Tasha, kuya namig, nakokmig, kuya nakuyuswak. Now where do I go? Where do I go now? You brought me tonight this week. Where do I go? Do I go sit down?
Can go. Wow. Congratulations, Laakkuluk. And congratulations to all of the finalists. I'd like to just have another round of applause for all of the artists who really brought it here tonight. It's a lot to be in this space vulnerable with us, so just we see you, we hear you, we're so happy to have all of your work under this roof. Thank you to everyone who attended this evening, both here, virtually, For those on site, dinner is going to begin very shortly. And when ready, you're welcome to visit the exhibition upstairs. It's open and ready for all of us to experience it again. Merci et bonne soirée.